Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today we're talking about the Giants. Okay, so there's a big debate on whether Eli Manning should remain a Giant. Should he keep playing football? Is he still good? Can he get the job done? I say yes. He had no help from the right side of the offensive line this last year, which largely contributed to a 5-11 season. Chad Wheeler was garbage. Can he get better? That remains to be seen. They did add Kevin Ziegler to the right guard. They added Mike Reimers as a guard for a depth position, somebody to come off the bench and help out. Um, for the right side of the line, that could help, and that's going to help Saquon Barkley. So you've got a guard who is a bona fide starter, and you've got a guard who is a rotational player that's able to give some relief in a depth position, helping guys stay fresh and healthy. Very big for both Saquon Barkley and Eli Manning. So Golden Tate is now a Giant. He's still productive. He's not the best wide receiver in the league. He's not Odell Beckham. He's still very good. As an outlet receiver, I think he'll be just as good as Odell Beckham. He's just not the deep threat anymore. Saquon Barkley caught 91 passes last year. In the passing game, I don't think you can ask him to do much more. In the running game, I mean, everything that he did last year, if he can do it again, and maybe, because he is going into a second year, he will get better. He is that kind of football player. But I don't think you want him getting any more touches. If he can add a few more yards to it, great. But I don't think no more touches than he got last year. Really, can some other guys on offense step up and the offensive line? Really, the right tackle position, that's a major position of need. It was not addressed in the offseason because a lot of people think that Chad Wheeler or an existing tackle on the team can step up and get better. I think that's a mistake. We'll see. We'll see. Another question mark for the Giants was Daniel Jones, the quarterback at Duke. Was he the man for the job? Was he the sixth pick in a draft? Worthy. If he goes out there and learns from Eli Manning through training camp, and even if he doesn't start this year, but if he becomes a 10-year starter over the next 12 years, let's say Eli Manning plays this year and next year, and you get 10 years out of Daniel Jones, quarterback at a Duke. Let's say he wins you one Super Bowl. Let's say he does everything Eli Manning did. Is it worth it? I think so. I think so. Regardless of pre-draft hype, Daniel Jones did show accuracy, arm strength, and athleticism. Now, is he Michael Vick? No. But he does have quick feet. He has been coached up by the Mannings in the Manning passing camp. I think getting information from the Mannings is going to help anybody. I don't think Daniel Jones is going to hurt the Giants at all. I think are going to help on defense. Dexter Lawrence, nose tackle at Clemson, and DeAndre Baker, corner, Georgia. Very instinctive player, gets gets his hands on the ball a lot. I think he's going to have a lot of interceptions for the Giants this year. I think he could be in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. Dexter Lawrence, he's a rock in the middle. And as far as slot corner, Julian Love, even as a rookie, I think he's going to play well. He's going to play very well. Darius Slayton, wide receiver out of Auburn, he's a name to keep an eye on. A lot of speed, a lot of productivity at Auburn. He's a wide receiver that could, mid-season, jump off the page. Do I think he's going to be the Offensive Rookie of the Year? No, because I think his production will come later on in the season, and he might not have the stats early on to project him to an Offensive Rookie of the Year thing. Now, he's a little bit of a dark horse, but I think it's possible that Darius Slayton, 5th-round draft pick, wide receiver out of Auburn, could, in the second half of the season, could jump off the page. He's good. Jabril Peppers, he's going to help soften the blow of the loss at safety. I know Giant fans are probably a little bit upset about it, so I don't even want to bring up the name. But Jabril Peppers, good football player, productive, does everything you want him to do. He's fast, he's instinctive, he gets his hands on the ball, he can run and hit and help and run support in the box. Really, anything you want him to do, he'll be able to do. Eli Manning, still a good football player. He might not be what he once was. Okay, so he's got some age on him, so he needs protecting. Think about it. Would Tom Brady be Tom Brady without protection? If he didn't have a great offensive line, would he still be what he used to be? I don't think so. And the same goes for Eli Manning. The guy just needs a little bit more help as far as the offensive line goes. He can't move as well as he did. Now, he did do some footwork training in the offseason. So let's see if that makes a difference. And what he does in the first 6 weeks of the season. I don't think you start a rookie quarterback week 1. I think it's a mistake. A lot of people always want to see, from a fan perspective, what's new. I think Eli Manning is the best choice at this point for the Giants. Because if you move on from Eli Manning, it can get much worse. The Giants, throughout their history, have seen bad quarterback play. Remember, New York, it could be better, but it could be a lot worse. Wayne Gallman, he's a running back from Clemson. He's going into his 3rd year, gets better every year. I look for him he's been productive when given the opportunity. I look for him to get more opportunities this year. Why? Because you want to keep Barkley healthy. The health of Barkley is going to be instrumental in any chance that the Giants will have. I think the Giants will be slightly better on defense. Not much, but a little bit, because of the acquisitions they made in the secondary in the draft. And I think the right guard position is going to be better. It's just a matter of, can they shore up the right tackle position? They may still make a trade. There are a lot of things may happen in training camp. So Giant fans, don't give up. I think you're a right tackle away from having a productive offense. And if your defensive backfield's just a little bit better as a whole, you could get some wins. Sam Barkley you've got Sterling Shepard. He can be an outlet receiver. He can, in the intermediate, he's dangerous in the intermediate routes. He can as well get deep. Is it enough? That's That's really the question. And it's really a big question mark. Evan Ingram struggles to stay healthy. If he stays healthy, you've got another good outlet receiver, guy that can get deep, intermediate routes. He's an all around good receiving tight end. But after that, there's not a lot of depth. Rhett Ellison, you know, good blocker. And that's happened for the Giants in the past. Last time it happened was in 1993 with Michael Strahan. The Giants had a very good defensive line back then, though. They don't have the talent up front that they used to. Not a lot of big names in the linebacking core. Marcus Golden, he's a linebacker that could help. He's got potential, but that's all it is. He's never been consistent in the league at all. Alec Ogletree, um, again, never been extremely. He's been productive, but never extremely consistent. So really, most of your hope is in the hands of rookies. The rookies that you added in the draft. So DeAndre Baker, you want this guy to jump off the page. If he gets 7, 8 interceptions this year, yes, he's a rookie, but I do think he has that ability. Um, then he could spark an opportunistic defense, and the Giants could keep themselves in the game long enough to get some production from the wide receivers and open Sam Barkley up. I mean, that's the big part. That's the unknown. The rest of the offensive line, besides the right tackle position, not one they spent on a quarterback for the future. And I think they're more than happy with Daniel Jones on the bench, learning from Eli Manning. I definitely think that. I think Eli will have to play very poorly in order for Daniel Jones to get in the game. And I don't know if Daniel Jones going into the game is going to be really what you want at this point in his career. Will he play bad? No. No, he'll be accurate. He's smart, high football IQ, good arm. But is he going to light it up? No. No, he's not. Not at this point in his career. He's going to need to learn for a year. Okay, New York, and I thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again next week for some updated information on the New York Giants.